Good morning, Countryside.
And welcome to the Wednesday, January 18th edition of the UPC Morning Show.
Today on UPC, I have news on a new Samsung scandal.
In entertainment, I have news on Seinfeld.
I'm Jenna Basic.
And I'm Fonda Karapateas, and UPC starts right now. Samsung's vice chairman has faced a South Korean judge who will decide whether to issue a warrant for his arrest. J.Y. Lee is accused of bribery, embezzlement, and perjury in the corruption scandal that led Parliament to impeach the president. Wednesday's hearing is expected to go on for hours. Lee denies any wrongdoing.
2 school districts in California are bracing for a student walkout on Inauguration Day. Many high school students are expected to skip class and join a rally against President-elect Donald Trump. A last-minute speak out was organized at UC Berkeley by a group called By Any Means Necessary, and it was poorly attended. One of the organizers had spent the day editing and printing flyers encouraging students to walk out on Friday in protest of Trump's inauguration. Donald Cruz says he stands behind those targeted by President-elect Donald Trump, but it's hard to gauge how students will react on Friday. Daniel Ginsberg says he marched even though he believes the country must move on. The group is asking cities in the Bay Area to close their schools in protest of Trump's inauguration. Some Oakland and Berkeley high school students have committed to this walkout. Berkeley high school students walked out in November right after the election. They vowed to do the same on Friday and marched to UC Berkeley. Both districts are encouraging students to stay in school. The districts may lose thousands in state funds if students don't show up to school. Berkeley Unified said while they support their students' interest in political issues, the district is not closing school on Friday. In school news, there will be a GSA relay meeting Wednesday after school in room L5.
Attention staff and students, are you looking for a new Countryside t-shirt? PTSA will be selling t-shirts this Friday during both lunches. Bring cash or check to purchase CHS t-shirts during both lunches on Friday.
The next prom committee meeting is Tuesday, January 31st after school in room I-4. In entertainment, Matthew has news on Netflix. Matthew?
The streaming giant Netflix has signed the comedian Jerry Seinfeld to a multifaceted production deal. It includes making Netflix the new home for his talk show, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. The series is pretty much as the title suggests. It features Seinfeld driving around with his famous friends, getting coffee in classic cars. 24 new episodes of the Emmy-nominated show will premiere on Netflix later this year. Seinfeld also signed on to film 2 stand-up specials and develop comedy programming for Netflix. Now back to the news desk.
A big debate in Thousand Oaks, California. The school board there will talk about whether to teach children about the accomplishments of the LGBT community in the classroom. Parents have a lot to say about the issue. Christine Laser shows us an email by the school board president that has a lot of people talking. This email sent is at the center of debate over how much kids should learn about the LGBT community in public schools. Parents are weighing in on both sides of the issue. Jess Way is a mother and a blogger who lives in Thousand Oaks. She posted the email from Conejo Valley Unified School Board President Mike Dunn to her anonymous mommy Facebook page. Dunn was responding to a parent who was questioning her perceived hesitation regarding the fair fact that it's a state law which compels public schools to teach the contributions of people with disabilities and in the LGBT community. Dunn responded by writing in part, "If I ignore my Christian beliefs, what happens to my soul when I die? Where I spend eternity is far more important to me than being a school board trustee." Board member Betsy Connelly addressed the controversy on her Facebook page, telling her followers, "If we only tell the typical story, where does that leave the 7-year-old who has 2 dads or whose mom is a firefighter or a dad is a nurse or in a wheelchair? I think it leaves them feeling at best invisible, at worst ashamed." But this mom of 4 thinks Dunn's emails has blown out of proportion. That's all we have for you today on UPC. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day, Countryside.